So I'm interested to hear, like, what were the big things? Maybe it's top three, or just what were the key things that you were feeling was really like the frustrations or pain points or the demands for the consumers from a user experience or product point of view, with you being the chief product officer? Like, what were the key things that were the gaps, opportunities, or things that people were looking for in this space?
Yeah, it's a good question. I guess everyone lives their lives out off their kind of mobile phone or their laptop nowadays. Like, it's I've heard many stories of people getting very paranoid if their phone's like if they've lost their phone or it's run out of battery. And I think the ability to kind of create experiences where customers can kind of do things really quickly in the small gaps. So the other part of that is people are shorter on time because they're busier, whether that's self-enforced or otherwise. So if you put kind of COVID in the mix on that, it's just kind of fast-tracked all of digital adoption across various different segments of the market as well, that perhaps would have been more comfortable going face to face. So you now see this real opportunity that is kind of out there to be able to provide a really clear, transparent, fast product offering in this space. Like when you look at the point that you raised there around comparison rates, that is there's a lot of gimmicks in this space at the moment, like cashbacks and honeymoon rates that kind of roll onto other rates like later down the line, different bonus rates if you take different actions. So it's like what we've tried to do, and we've got the benefit to do because we're building from scratch, is just create a really simple user experience and a real fair and transparent product offering that sits in your mobile phone or on your laptop, and you can apply online in kind of minutes, and you can actually get an answer either way, so that with confidence what you're going to be doing, which I think is much required.
Absolutely, yeah. I think that it's where everything's appified these days, and I think when something's too hard, you don't engage with it in the same way. And I think that having things there and handy can be a good self-education tool to a degree as well. That it's not like, and it's great to have great partners. And obviously we partner with our clients to help them achieve a whole bunch of stuff. But in the past, I think if you just push it down the line to somebody else and get them to deal with it without driving it, then you don't get the same level of self-education and confidence off the back of it. So I think that the user experience and creating it frictionless while reducing friction in the process as much as possible is something that is going to ultimately help people be more empowered and educated about the things that are important around this, the space that you guys are in, and then their money more broadly as well.
Yeah, I think one other thing to add. So there's the onboarding part of the journey and getting your loan, which is always, there's a credit decision attached to that. So there's an element of collecting of information and being able to do that digitally. So using, the technology that's out there to make that a simpler process, so that you don't have to deal with paperwork, you don't have to deal with, uploading different documents, etc. It can be done very streamlined. But then once you've actually got the decision and where it's positive, and you're then servicing your home loan, that's the real difference. You want to have a product that is flexible to allow you to kind of be your best self when it comes to your home loan. So we've focused a lot of time on building in an offset sub account that allows you to effectively manage your funds however you deem fit, and save interest for every cent that you've got in that account. Have really nice visuals, mobile app. I feel as though like, even when I look back to the UK, and I've got a couple of mortgages over there, my experience like post the credit decision is just non-existent. It's like the digital experience is really bad. Like, and so like over there, I have to call someone to, if I just want to make a payment into my loan, like into my home loan. So it's very frustrating. It's different here in the Australian market, but I think what appealed to me the most is that you're able to kind of have that additional flexibility to manage your money within your home loan, which I think is great.
Yeah, look, I can totally talk to the UK system, because they've actually changed some of the rules, but up until not too long ago, most people that had pensions in the UK were able to bring them over to Australia under what they used to call the QROP scheme. That in fact still exists, but they've tightened up the rules because there was a lot of POMs that were taking the piss a little bit and accessing their money a bit sooner than they probably should have been. But through that process, and we helped a few people do it, that we had to deal with the pension funds and talk to these people and get things processed and that sort of stuff. And oh my God, it's challenging in Australia historically with the probably, I think it's fair to say, the majority of the players, but it was another level over there. So yeah, between the systems that they use, and it's great that they have great security, but then it's just the user experience is just so challenging and difficult. So mate, I totally identify with that.